All right, I'm back with another video about using stencils and a fine tip black pen along with some doodling to create an interesting looking card. And this one, I'm going to use some blues. I'm actually going to use Starlight, Tide Blue, Turquoise, and Sea Breeze to create kind of an ombre effect with the Deco Wallpaper stencil. So Deco Wallpaper stencil. All right, so let's begin by placing our stencil down and creating a good seal there on our sticky mat. And I have this big, large blending brush. I love that. All right, and I'm going to start with actually the lightest color here at the top. So Sea Breeze. I'm using the same blending brush for the entire thing. So that's why I start with the lightest, because once the dark is on there, it's kind of hard to get it to make it lighter. Okay, so there's Sea Breeze. Next, we're going to go to Turquoise. Such a pretty, pretty color. Okay. After Turquoise comes Tide Blue. So Tide Blue. And our last color is Starlight. If you haven't used these large blending brushes, oh, I love them. They're great for backgrounds. All right, and it slips right back in its little case. And I'm going to wipe off my stencil. Trying to not to get my ink everywhere, and peel that off. Look at that. That's such a pretty ombre effect. All right. So now we're ready for our doodling. So I'm going to concentrate on this vertical line right here. Okay. So I'm going to come down this vertical line and just make kind of these half moon shapes and fill them in. And I go just kind of one side and then the other. It's just an easy, nice way to relax. If you have a really tight grip on your pen, shake your hand out, relax. We don't want any stress here. We just kind of forget about what's going on around us. Don't worry about tomorrow or later. Just stay in the present. Okay, so we continue this all the way down. And then we're going to come back here and just kind of trace, make like an arch over that. Now, depending on how big I made it, it might not go all the way to the top. It might bump into that blue, so I'll just stop right there. Okay, so I trace over each one. Okay, then I'm going to go back up and trace here and here. 1, 2, and then 1 here and 1 here. Basically, I'm just going to go over each one again and then fill in the empty spaces that I have. So, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of curving the line to match the line that it's beside. And it's as easy as that. And I have to say, as soon as I did that, I just loved it. And then I went back and did the same for this line. So all of these diagonal lines, I just did the same pattern. It was easy, it was fun, it was relaxing. And when you're finished, you have a really cool background. So you don't need to watch me do the whole thing, but you're going to do the same thing on all of those lines. If you want to add more, you want to go back and do something with some of these other lines, feel free. I just kind of stopped there thinking less is more. I did cut out Good Vibes from the Warm and Cozy Sentiments die set, and this is from the Comfy Cozy, I think that's what it's called, Comfy Cozy Retreat that was in the fall. And so I just thought Good Vibes kind of went with that kind of funky look, and I thought that was really different, something that would be good for a young person, male or female, somebody who's kind of on the more artistic side. It could be used for lots of things. So thanks for joining, and take some time and finish your card panel, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what you create.